All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Mayfield looks to throw, and his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. Third down here.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Switzer. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Open man here is Gentry. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Trubisky. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's got room. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, at pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Slam, slam, slam. Randall. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a... Lock in.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go. One alert.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Kill, kill, kill.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. These two teams all tied after 1. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Regular. Mike 42. Mike 42, check.
Here's Mayfield. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Here we go.
Mayfield on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Pass and now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Mayfield to throw it. It's caught by OBJ. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Going on the ground with Eckler. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Hey, come on, come on.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Duke Johnson deep for Cleveland. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Mayfield. He finds his man Johnson.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Weber. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He finds Beckham complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for Weber. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. To try again after the sack, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They come out here in the eye. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
42 to Mike, 42 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. You draw quarter. Check 3, check 3, check 3. What?
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 29, Trubisky. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie. Mike Spoke. No gain on this defense, no gain.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Mayfield down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mack Wilson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's Trubisky. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Mike. 20. Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. He'll get this one complete to Terry Godwin. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
180.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Pistol. 42's the mic. Check. 42's the mic.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Damian Ratley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's Eckler again. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? he's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the 17-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Browns, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.